a statement from Trump, and he had stated that Iran is looking to negotiate, but they are not ready for a ceasefire because the terms and conditions are not acceptable to the US. Let me get in some information that is coming in regarding this war in West Asia and Gulf. Airlines including Indigo and Air India on Sunday issued advisories regarding disruptions to flights to the United Arab Emirates, particularly Dubai, as the evolving West Asia crisis has led to operational restrictions and schedule changes in the Middle East. In a post on X, Indigo confirmed and also informed the passengers that flight operations in Dubai have further been restricted, leading to modifications in schedules. And let's also look at what the statement says, that due to the evolving situation in the Middle East, flight operations have been further restricted in Dubai, leading to changes in flight schedules. Customers traveling to and from Dubai are requested to check their flight status before leaving for the airport. We are also sending out notifications to keep customers informed of the latest updates. The airline has in fact informed. Meanwhile, Air India also stated that following instructions from the UAE airport authorities, both Air India and its subsidiary Air India Express have curtailed several scheduled flights on March 15th. If I can rope in Major General Bansal back into this discussion. So, we were talking about West Asia and the Gulf region. Obviously, they are seeing large scale implications regarding this war, and one of that is travel. One of that is the safety of the Gulf regions now being put on the table. There is a question mark. For long, for decades in fact, this region had promoted itself that you will prosper here. There are no security threats there because all the countries in the region are trying to work together to make sure that business grows. We are seeing that being impacted, sir. We are seeing most of the countries in the region being actually struck by missiles or being subjected to drone strikes. People in fact are also being displaced. So, we are looking at the humanitarian crisis also that is occurring. Desalinization plants are being hit. So, we are looking at a water shortage. We are looking at fuel shortage in the area. So, banks are also being affected, sir, because banking facilities, Iran has said that they will then attack the American banking facilities and the Israeli banking facilities which are present in the Gulf. So, obviously, a lot of economic impact over there, a lot of travel disruptions as well. How are you looking at the development of Gulf going forward?
Very nicely you explained everything, Shivani. The thing is that a complete world is affected, and Dubai, which was thought to be a safe haven for all, point of the security and the money was parked over there. Real estate rate has gone down 30-40%, traveling has gone down, and as you have very rightly said, the financial institutions are being targeted by Iran. So now there will be complete disruption. Moreover, other crisis is they are trying to target the water supply of desalination plant and food, which is mostly being imported to Gulf countries, specifically countries like Qatar and all. So there is a crisis. And thirdly, it was only thought of that yes, there is a only oil is coming from Gulf countries, but a lot of fertilizer is coming from the Gulf country, which goes to different part of the world and India also. So this will have the long-lasting effect on the crops and food production. So with this war, it is going to have there will be a kind of, I feel maybe recession in the economy. The petrol prices already has come up to the $120. So now, keeping that in mind, the tendency and the mindset of IRGC or Islamic regime, I will not say Iran. Iran has a good people also. They're very nice people, but is a negative one just for the destruction. They want to destroy everything. And Mr. Srivastava has very nicely narrated everything. Now the last thing, he was narrating about the why the Arab will attack himself. The what IRGC is trying to put that these are the false flag operation by Israel. Is attacking these countries, which is cannot be, because Israel as such is busy to defend themselves, and Israel will not do, because if this kind of invasion will come and other countries or America will come to know, so then uh, how nobody will support Israel. America itself will not support. So I don't think that is the correct statement or correct thing. So until unless this regime is completely collapsed, or there may be some, because you can't change their mindset. On one hand they are saying, yes, we would like to talk or we will negotiate. On the other hand they are trying to instigate or trying to promote Hamas to enroll or about 10,000 soldiers, their recruitment. So under these circumstances, until unless some, but the moderate people, they are very in minority and being overwhelmed by these hardliners in Iran. That is the problem. There are certain moderate, as I told, and I have been telling also that President Pezeshkian is of moderate kind, and initially he apologized this Gulf countries about the attack, and he said that it will not be done. But his saying did not carry any meaning, despite that attacks were going. So moderate people, nobody is listening. So I don't think until unless this Islamic regime and IRGC, specifically Islamic regime is nothing but IRGC. Now IRGC is falling short. Nobody knows whether Mustaba Khamenei is alive, or somebody says he's in coma and he's not well. So under these circumstances, on his name, this is being done by
So
IRGC and
basically, General,
maybe
the IRGC currently is running the show, and there seems to be no negotiation